Hello, welcome to my next vlog for Trick or Treadathon. My last vlog was my Dusseldorf, Germany travel vlog. If you've not seen that, please go check it out. It was so fun. I loved that trip. But I got back this morning. I had my first flight at 6 a.m. so I had to get the train about 3:30, which meant I had to leave the hotel about quarter to 3, just to be on the safe side because I don't like rushing and almost being late. I like to give myself a lot of time. So I basically did not sleep last night. I think I slept for like an hour, between 11 and 12, but I basically didn't sleep last night at all. And I haven't slept yet. I've dozed off like that, a couple times, but I haven't slept. So that's why I'm in bed right now, because I don't want to move. I'm just like, I'm sitting here. It's very cold today. There's a huge storm going on. Andrew's like trapped at Carlisle, which is like at the border of Scotland and England. He should have been home about 7 hours ago, and he's actually staying there overnight because his train was cancelled halfway through the journey because of the storm. Like, they actually were like, we can't go here any further, everyone get off. So that's fun. But yeah, so reading updates. I have read Dusseldorf is not good for reading, okay? I thought I was going to read so much, and then every night I just was not in the mood to read. I watched a few films and I just wasn't in the reading mood. But we did make a little bit of progress. So I read about 27 more pages of Tropic of Cancer. I'm on page 177 of this now. I'm still really enjoying this. I'm going to finish it purely because I have less than 100 pages to go now, and it's not bad. It's not for me. There's no plot really. It's just like meandering, meeting weird people, degrading women. Just the usual quirky little modern classic male author stuff. And then I have The Bloody Chamber by Angela Carter. This is a short story collection, and I have read 3 short stories in this now. I've told you about the first one, which was The Bloody Chamber, but since then I've read 2 more. One of them was a Beauty and the Beast retelling. Another one was called The Tiger's Bride. I'm not gonna lie, Beauty and the Beast one was okay, but it was basically just Beauty and the Beast. The Tiger's Bride, I barely remember it already, and I read it 2 days ago, so yeah. I'm not loving this either. These 2 books, it's not going well. But I did also start Tales from the Shadowhunter Academy. This is a short story collection set in the Shadowhunter world, and I read the first story, which was 70-ish pages, which is not a short story, that's basically a novella, but it was welcome to the Shadowhunter Academy. It was just like dipping our feet back in, seeing where we're going, meeting new characters and stuff, and I really enjoyed it. So this is my best bet for the week ahead. This is the one I'm looking forward to the most. These 2, I'm going to finish them just because I'm not a quitter. I like to finish books. I do DNF once in a while, but not in general. So these 2, we'll get there. Slowly but surely we'll get there. But this one is the one I'm looking forward to the most, even though it's also the biggest. It is a pretty big book. But I have faith in myself. I'm working a lot over the next week, which is why, even though I'm so tired right now, I wanted to film this introduction because I'm working 12 hours Saturday, 24 hours Sunday into Monday, and then I'm off Monday after 10 a.m, but then I'm working Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday into Friday. So basically all of this next week I'm working, so updates are going to be sparse. Monday I have a pretty fun day planned, but the rest of the week is not going to be very exciting, I don't think. Hopefully I have plans for the weekend so we can get something going. But yeah, I'm not going to lie, this is not good advertising for the rest of my video, but in terms of non-reading updates, not much is going to be happening this week. However, I will make sure to update you on my thoughts on these books as we go ahead. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, please subscribe. If you want a more exciting vlog, please go watch my Dusseldorf, Germany one. It was really fun. I really loved it there. Let's hope that I finish the books this week. It is Sunday morning. I'm about to head to work again, and I just want to do a quick update. I have less than 50 pages left of Tropic of Cancer to read. I'm so glad this book is almost over. I went through a journey with it. At first I really didn't like it, and then I was kind of getting into it, but then the longer and longer I spend on it, the more I don't like it. It's just not interesting to me. There's no plot, it's just character focused, but the characters aren't interesting to me. They're just slightly bad people. They're not really bad, but they're just misogynistic and all the sort of things you would expect from a writer from New York from the early 1900s. And the characters are just like, I wouldn't say they're bad people, they're more just like scumbags. Like, all they care about is like drugs, alcohol, sex, degrading women, and like
that is the point of the story, I think, is to kind of be like disgusted by these people and to be a little bit shocked by them. But I don't find it shocking or anything. I just find it not as interesting as the book thinks it is. I just think reading stories about what people have done when they're drunk or whatever, like, it's just not interesting. It's kind of like in real life when people start telling you crazy stories about when they were on a night out, and it's like, if you weren't also there and it's not also a shared memory, it's like, I actually don't care. Like, that's not actually that crazy a story. So that's kind of how I feel about Tropic of Cancer for now. I'm going to finish it today/tonight, and then I'll give you my final update tomorrow morning. Very happy to announce that Tropic of Cancer is finished and done. I did not particularly enjoy this book, and I do want to say, I think Henry Miller is a very talented writer. I really enjoyed a lot of his prose. I think his word choice is beautiful. The way the sentences kind of rhyme and flow together. Like, he's a very talented writer, but the contents of this book were not entertaining to me. I did not particularly enjoy reading it, and I'm very happy that it's finally finished. I actually do have his other book that's like, it's not really a series, but it's connected to this, called Tropic of Capricorn. I do not think that'll be getting read anytime soon. One day I might pick up just to give it a shot, since I already own it. But yeah, I'm so glad this is over. My thoughts are basically the same as it was in the last clip. I don't have anything to really expand on, but yeah, I'm glad it's done. I have completely forgot to mention, I think, that I started Little Eyes by Samantha Schweblin. This is my read for the Lizzie McGuire prompt, which is to read a book by a Latino author, and I think she's from Argentina. And this is a kind of sci-fi horror about these toys where they have cameras in their eyes, and the toy is controlled by someone on, well, anywhere else in the world, but you don't know who they are. And they're basically just spying on everyone all the time through these toys, but the people that get the toys know that people are going to be spying on them. It's very interesting concept, because normally that type of thing you would expect it to be like the people don't know there's cameras in the eyes or something like that, but the people in these stories are very well aware. So I'm about halfway through. I listened to it on the plane and stuff the other day, and it's really interesting. I'm really enjoying it. I just find the concept so different from what you'd expect because of what I just said. So yeah, there's a lot of different hijinks. It's not like a novel that's focused on like one specific character. It's like jumping around. Every chapter is like a different kind of person that has one of these toys. We keep going back to like different people and like getting more into their stories and more into how they're getting really invested in the toy and stuff. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's very good, and it's not too long, so hopefully I finish it over the next couple of days. But yeah, I just realised that I completely forgot to mention it because it is like an audiobook. It just escaped my brain. But yeah, actually, I shouldn't recommend it till I finish it, but for now, I'm very much enjoying it. My plan today, because I go a walk every morning before work, was to listen to a little bit of Little Eyes. However, Britney Spears' memoir just dropped today, and I have the audiobook. And I think we've all collectively agreed that obviously she had a ghostwriter to help her, because it's just obvious that that would happen. However, the book does definitely feel like it's written in her voice. It feels very authentic, feels very genuine, and Michelle Williams' narration is great as well. She really lends authenticity to the story, and it does feel like it's been read by Britney, even though it isn't, because Michelle has that southern twang in her voice as well. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I'm on chapter 11 already, and that is what's going to take over my reading for the next day or so. Honestly, I'm going to try and listen to it as much as I can today, because I really want to finish it today. I feel like a lot of this vlog is taking place in the car, and I do apologise, we will mix up the locations soon, but I just saw a very good horror film called It Lives Inside. It was Indian inspired. The characters were Indian, living in America, and it's all about like Indian mythology and like Indian demons, and I loved it. It was so good. It wasn't scary at all, to be honest, but The storyline itself really had me gripped. I was very invested and I just loved the characters, I loved the family dynamics and stuff, and I really enjoyed it. Right now, I just got this vegan Krispy Kreme donut that I kept seeing on Instagram, and I think I have realised I've never actually had Krispy Kreme before, so this is quite exciting, but it is vegan accidentally, so I was like, you know what, I might as well grab it. It is payday, and by the way, I will give you a reading update soon, but yeah, I just had to try this donut. No, I believe he has raspberry inside, and his hair got a bit messed up in the bag, sadly, but he is so cute. I'm very excited to try it. Okay, vegan Krispy Kreme taste test. That is so soft. That is like the softest donut I've ever had in my life. That is so good. It's just kind of like a raspberry filling inside, a little bit basic, but the actual donut itself, oh my god. I've not had a donut that like soft ever. Wow, I'm impressed. I feel like I've killed him because we eaten head. I'm finally here to give you a reading update. So first of all, The Woman in Me by Britney Spears. I listened to that audiobook in one day. I loved it. It was so good. I think I already said quite a bit about it, but I really just feel like, even though obviously she had help with ghostwriters and stuff and it wasn't narrated by her, it still just felt like purely like such her essence and like her voice. I feel like her voice really came through, and it felt very just raw and honest. And I do wish that a lot of it is more detailed. I feel like it was too short. Considering the life that she has lived, there was so much extra detail she could went into about specific situations and events, but she does broadly cover basically everything that you want her to cover. There wasn't really anything that came to mind for me where I was like, oh, I feel like she skipped over this. It was more just that there could have been more detail, but I understand obviously that the story was very hard for her to tell, so it makes sense that she doesn't want to dwell on things for too long and stuff like that. But overall, I really loved it. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it, and I loved Michelle Williams' narration as well. I was going to pick up a physical copy, but I don't know if I want to right now, just because I'm not going to read it again for a while, and I don't really buy hardbacks, so, you know. That's the reason as well that I didn't get Paris Hilton's book in a physical edition, is because I really want a paperback, but I don't know if that's going to happen, because I feel like you don't really get paperbacks of memoirs as much. But anyway, I really enjoyed it, and I would highly recommend it to anyone that has any interest in Britney or pop culture in general. Tales from the Shadowhunter Academy. I've read a little bit of this since we last spoke. As you can see, I'm not even halfway through, but I have read a decent little bit. I am enjoying this. What is interesting is that we have spent more time with the characters from the Infernal Devices, which is here, and The Last Hours, than we have with Simon, I feel like. The whole overall collection is about Simon going to the Shadowhunter Academy and like what happens to him there. But obviously there's these little mini stories that Cassandra Clare wanted to tell, so she's like slipped them in here, and it does work because the kind of framing device is that it's stories being told to Simon from people that knew those characters. So it does work, but it's just a little bit jarring because he spends so long, every story is so long, like 80 pages-ish, I think, that you're like, okay, is this not meant to be Simon's story? But I do enjoy it. I don't know if I'm going to finish it by Tuesday. I'm going to really try, but I'm just been reading a little bit slow. I've been taking my time with it, and I don't really mind that, you know. I don't want to rush it just for the sake of rushing it, but I am enjoying this. And then the last one that I've been working on is Little Lies by Samantha Schweblin. I have listened to a fair bit of the audiobook now. I still have about an hour to go on 2.2 speed. And, you know, again, I'm enjoying it. It's a little bit disconnected. It almost feels like little mini short stories as well, because it's all about, you know, the toys that I've talked about in a previous clip, that have cameras in their eyes. But every chapter follows different characters, and we do go back to characters from previous chapters, like we revisit characters and stuff, but it's just you jump around a lot, and some of them are quite interesting and other ones just aren't as interesting, so you know, it's a mixed bag. But overall I am enjoying that as well. It is quite creepy. Some of the stories are really creepy, and then other stories I'm like, how is this even connected to the toy? But overall I do like it. So
So I have just now finished Samantha Schweblin's Little Eyes on audiobook. I did enjoy it, but I think I'm only going to give it 3 stars. For a long time, I had it up at a 4-star rating, but I think I'm going to knock it down purely because I feel like as the story progressed and went on, nothing much was changing. It was basically all of the stuff that you would expect from the premise, and it never really pushed the box the way I wanted it to. It had a little bit of everything that you could imagine. You know, there was like some undercover kidnapping, there was some animal abuse, which was horrible. There was some sextortion, you know, all the stuff that you would expect from the premise of little toys with cameras in their eyes spying on people was there, but I just wanted something more. I wanted something to like take it to that next level, and it just wasn't there. So even though I did enjoy it, I think it would just be like a 3-star for me. But I'm glad I read it. It was fun. Or listened to it, you know, same thing. That is the end of this week's vlog, which is basically the end of the readathon. Today is Sunday the 29th, so we have 2 days left of the readathon, and I'm going to vlog next week as well, purely because I have stuff going on next week as well that I kind of want to document. It would be fun, and I am enjoying vlogging again. I feel like I've dropped off a little bit as the weeks have progressed. For like a week 1, I was like every single moment of the day, like thinking like, okay, what can I film, what can I not? And then lately, it's not been as much like that, but I have enjoyed vlogging again, so I hope people have been enjoying watching it. If you have, please leave a like. If you're not subscribed already, please subscribe down below. It is free, it only takes a second, and you'll see any future videos by me. I do have some wrap-up planned. I think I might do an October wrap-up, which I haven't done a wrap-up in a long time, but I might as well. It could be fun. And I've spoken about the books already, so I kind of know what to say. So I might do that, and I think I'm going to do a film wrap-up as well for October, since I've been doing my 31 films video. Not video, just challenge. And yeah, that's about all I have to say. So if you have not already done those things, please do them. Please leave any comments down below with any thoughts on any of the books that I've read, or anything I've done this week, anything at all. Let me know you're here. Throw a comment, even just an emoji, whatever you want. Let me see that you are watching, and I will see you in my next video.